Good evening, otherworldlies. This is Juliana Angel, your Dark Mask Diva. Okay, tonight's topic is no FWB in 2023. That's right, you guys. It's getting phased out. No more. And I'm telling you this because lately, for the past couple of weeks, all I'm doing is getting inundated with questions about FWB. Why is my FWB relationship not working out? It's going left. I'm getting these questions from guys, from girls, from everybody, like my FWB relationship is not working. Okay. By design, these situations are not meant to work out, and you're just like, bummer, man. I mean, I think in the back of our mind, I think we've all gone through phases where we've just wished that we could get some stuff out of our system, feeling hormonal. We would like to have a situation where we could have a person who could just give us some no strings attached sex. We really don't really want to be with that person, but if they can just, give us some and just kind of not make things complicated, that would be perfect, right? That's really not going to happen. That's kind of like having a job that we don't have to work at, but we still get a paycheck. That's not going to happen. Okay, I think a situation where we're having sex with somebody, there's going to be a situation where one person feels emotionally bonded and the other person doesn't. That's just going to happen. Okay, some people feel emotionally bonded after sex. There's always going to be one person who likes the other person more. Okay, there's going to be somebody in the situation who is having sex with you to hustle you. All right, they are going to ask you for something, and you're going to feel guilty because you used them for sex. You're going to feel like, okay, I guess I'll do this for you, or I'll give you this because, if I don't, they're going to say no and not want to be the FWB anymore. So it's just this little thing here and there. I better kind of do it for them, or else they're not going to, well, you may as well just be in a relationship with somebody if you're going to do them favors and stuff like that. Or you're going to listen to their problems or something like that. You may as well just be in a relationship with that person. But you're afraid they're going to cut you off, right? Or you just feel guilty because they gave you sex, So there's that situation, right? FWBs, okay? I've talked to a lot of young ladies where they'll be in a situation where they'll have this guy that they have that kind of relationship with, and then, they would like to have something more. They'd like to have a legit relationship. So they have a guy that they have an FWB relationship with, and then they'll go talk to some other guy, right, that can possibly give them a real relationship. And I mean, all women deserve a real relationship. Let's keep it real. We would all basically like to have a real relationship, okay? So these ladies go and talk to a guy who'll give them a real relationship. The FWB will do everything he can to sabotage it. Your FWB is going to do that. He's going to try to get in the way to sabotage a real relationship that you might have. And you're like, whoa, that's messed up. Okay, I'm going to give it to you straight. Do you really think your FWB cares about you? If he truly cared for you, he'd be in a real relationship with you. So he's going to try to mess up any future that you might have with another guy. You're giving him free cat, okay? So he doesn't actually care about you. If he truly cared about you, he'd want to be in a real relationship with you. So he doesn't value you at all. You're just a piece of ass to him. So he's going to ruin anything you have with anybody else. Okay, he's going to get in and sabotage anything you try to have with anyone else. Okay, he's going to try to embarrass you. He's going to try to tell the other guy that you're doing stuff with him. He's going to try to do whatever. He's going to try to get in the way of you having anything with anyone else. You're going to have to completely get rid of him. Okay, and he may become a psycho stalker. I'm just keeping it real. Okay, you may try to go to a bar or try to go do this or do that. He'll follow you.
you'll be like dancing with another guy, and he'll just be watching you like he's all jealous and stuff like that. Okay, so you can't have an FWB relationship now, because your FWB will make other guys uncomfortable and act like a jealous boyfriend, but they won't be your boyfriend. So they will give you jealous boyfriend problems without being a boyfriend. They will just basically try to ruin your life. Okay, but if you confront them about it, they're not going to give you a boyfriend relationship, but they will continue to use you and create problems. Here's another thing FWBs will do. They will say all these romantic things. They will do all these things to confuse you and make you think they like you when they really don't. Okay, just so they can continue to use you. And I mean both genders. I'm not saying, oh, guys do this. No. Female FWBs do this. Male FWBs do this. Okay? All right. Here's something other FWBs do. Say like you drop the FWB, you move on with your life. You're in a relationship with somebody legit. Okay? You find somebody that you're really vibing with, you really connect with, and you end up in a legit relationship. The FWB will pop up later on in your life and create problems with your current partner. Okay, and maybe you guys parted as friends and you guys are cool and everything like that. They'll try to stay in your life as a friend. You'll think it's okay. They're going to create problems, okay? They're going to ask for your help and do all this stuff. Do you really think that your current partner is going to be okay with it? Because you're going to call that FWB a friend because they were a friend. They were a friend with benefits. But you're going to consider them a friend because you're going to think they're cool. You're going to think it's okay. Your current partner is going to pick up on the vibe. It's going to create a problem in your current relationship. Okay, and if you have a fight with your current partner, you're going to end up in bed with your FWB. All right, your relationship, and then you get back together with your partner, your relationship is never going to be okay after that. All right, that is a typical scenario, and your FWB is always going to drive a wedge in your relationship. You really need to just, after you stop with your FWB, you're going to have to completely cut that person off. So you can't be friends with them again. So you may as well just never have an FWB in the first place. Okay, don't ever hook up with one of your friends, because then you can't be their friend again once you get together with somebody. All right, because your love relationship is not going to, you're not going to be able to sustain your love relationship and be friends with that person. So don't hook up with friends again. Don't have an FWB, because they are going to come between you and your real relationship. So you may as well just not have those kinds of relationships again. Okay? Don't do it. Talk to so many people that it really just has broken up a lot of relationships, or continues to be a problem. All right? You really need to give your ex FWBs, don't be friends with them anymore once you get with somebody. All right, you cannot be friends with those people anymore. Absolutely not. Let's see. They don't want to leave you alone once you decide you don't want to be FWBs anymore. Okay. Well, I mean, you're giving this person sex. Say like you're really good in bed. Even if you're not, I mean, but especially if you are, they don't want to give that up. Are you kidding me? You're giving them some good whatever, and they don't want to give that up. People don't want to quit having good sex. But, sex is like pizza. Even if it's bad, it's still pretty good, right? People don't want to stop having sex if they're getting sex. Okay, and like once you cut them off, now they're going to have to go get it somewhere else. Okay, they don't want to give it up. Okay, so, who wants to stop having sex? Okay, and they don't know why you cut them off. Well, maybe because they're clingy, or you're just tired of having a relationship like that, okay? All good things must come to an end, especially that. All right, women. It's basically you're degrading yourself if you're having an FWB relationship. You really should have a man who's helping you out, a man who's there for you. If you're a single mom, why are you having casual sex with a guy? You should have a guy who's helping you with your kids
and basically, helping you out financially, and you don't want to set a bad example. Okay, you don't want to have a relationship like that. It's gross. Okay, don't do that. And the thing about FWB, I'm just gonna say it. If you're attractive and your cookies are any good, why are you giving them away for free? Okay, usually women who are attractive usually don't go around having casual sex. Okay, it's usually women who are unattractive who usually look for casual sex. I'm just seriously, I'm just being honest. It's usually the less attractive women who they're usually the ones that want to have the casual sex, that want to hook up, meet guys at bars and want to hook up. It's usually the less attractive women. Okay, that's just the truth. Or if you're one of those women who are going through a less attractive phase in your life, that's usually the women that are hooking up, the barflies, the less attractive women. Okay, it's usually not women who are not the prize are usually the ones hooking up. Okay, so you're not gonna, if you find an attractive woman to hook up with you, you're probably wondering if she's mentally ill or something's wrong or what the self-esteem issue is or something like that. It's not your attractive women that do hookups. Attractive women with self-esteem and intelligence are going to want relationships. Okay, smart women who are good looking that have good cookies are going to want relationships. Okay, because they know their worth. So it's ugly women who are going to hook up with you. Okay, those are the ones with the low self-esteem and who are going to do what you want and stuff like that and not expect a relationship. All right, so I know people don't want to hear that, but those are the FWB candidates. Okay, so even if you are unattractive and your cat is trash, you still shouldn't be an FWB. You should find a reason to love yourself and stop doing that. All right, you should improve yourself. Okay, you deserve love too. So you need to improve yourself. You need to stop sleeping around. You need to take care of yourself. You need to stop doing that. All right. So even if you do not think that, you are above a 5, you still need to stop doing that. All right. And I know what I just said was extremely degrading, but you still need to stop doing that. Okay. So we should all love ourselves, whether we think that we are at the top of the totem pole or not. Because it's just stop doing it. Okay. And guys will stop expecting casual sex. Okay. So, just stop. All right. FWB, it's just, we need to expect more from people. All right. The more you do things like that, there's that spreading of disease. Okay. We have a bunch of viruses going on right now that are mutating. Okay. We have a bunch of VD right now. Pretty sure that's mutating too. Okay. 1 in 4 people have herpes. All right. I don't want COVID. I don't want herpes. I don't want any of that other stuff. All right. I don't like to have sex unless I'm in a relationship. All right. I don't like any nonsense. So all these people that are writing to me about their FWB relationships are all in demoralizing situations where somebody's ruining their lives or confusing their feelings, not treating them right, or just doing something messed up to them. And I'm like, stop being in your FWB relationship. That's why they're doing that. And FWB relationships are on their way out. They're no longer a safe option. Okay, we're not doing that anymore around here. I mean, it's just, if you're smart, you're not an FWB. If you're attractive, you're not an FWB. If your cookies are any good, you're not an FWB. Okay? If you want to get anywhere in life, if you're a guy who wants to move on and
be in a relationship with a good woman, you don't have a friends with benefits, because she's going to pop up later in your life and ask you for money when you're with a good woman. Okay? And she's going to make problems. She's probably going to give you a disease. Okay? So, don't even play around with it. You don't want that. You really don't want that element in your life. It's tacky, and if you're smart, you don't want any part of it. If you have any class, you don't want any part of it. Okay? It's over. All right, and I know I'm going to step on some toes, but it's over. All right? I don't know anyone who's doing FWB who's happy, who isn't complaining to me about it. So, no FWB in 2023. All right, otherworldlies, I love you all. Bye-bye.